slap a hater. Bit, bit. What you doing? What you saying, vibe? What? About to slap a hater. Bit, bit. Chill, chill. It's time to get the show started. Bit. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this beat slaps. This beat slaps. Yeah, this beat out. Yeah, this beat. It's like slap. Dip, dip, dip. Slap. Let's get started.
Beats Planet.
Man, let me make sure my sound good. Hold up. Man. I've turned a new leaf. Brother Will has set the tone for the rest of the year. All these scrubs in the chat box. All these scrubs got something to say about Voch. They gonna get a little something. They gonna get a little something. All these scrubs that got something to say about Voch, they may get a little work this year. I don't know. Brother Will set the tone. We're not going to play around. I've always taken the diplomatic route. We've always been the bigger man over here. Not going to be able to do it. Let another cowboy YouTuber drop a... Boy. This was going to happen to him. Bitch. Not another YouTuber say Voch. Bitch. Listen, man. We're not going to get into that too much. We may touch on it at the end of the show. Once we've gotten the football out the way. Once we've gotten the business out the way, we may touch on that later on in the show. I got thoughts. Boy, but let a cowboy. Let one of these scrubs on you. Let one of these scrubs on Twitter.
Fuck it. I ain't trying to eat no IHOP.
I hit the wrong button, but I hop too. I hop too. One of these goddamn scrubs.
That's when I smack the shit out you.
One of these scrubs. We've been taking the high road long enough. I've been listening to Law Nation long enough. Law Nation like, Voch, don't worry about it. I don't want to be like Law Nation no more. I'm gonna be like a Koye. I'm gonna start slapping.
That's when I smack the shit out
like a
you.
Koye now. Let me take my glasses. I'm not gonna take them off. Let me take my glasses. I'm not taking them off. Anyway, what's good, y'all? What's happening with you? Welcome to the show. Got some cool little content lined up for y'all today. Let me slowly turn down my music. Got a little content for y'all today. Voch Lombardi show. I was sitting back cooling and I saw a little bit of something. I saw a little tidbit in the news I thought would be worth sharing with my family members. So we're gonna come together and congregate on this stream, and share some news with my family members. Something that just crossed my mind. Okay. I also saw this other little post on the Twitter machine about all the free agents that are left out there on the streets, and I said, and I vividly read it. And I kind of concocted another little theory in my mind. We'll cross that road whenever we get there. Love y'all to pieces. Okay. And, I was watching the homie Will Steele show today. Shouts out to the homie Will Steele. We show love to our family members here. Boy, Wills is... Anybody named Will just winning today. Just winning. Anybody named Will. Anybody named Will just winning today. But shouts out to the homie Will Still. I was watching his show. He did an interactive mock draft today. We might. I'll consider. Y'all know how I feel about mocks or whatever. So if it's requested enough, we'll probably think about getting into it. But if not, we'll just move on with our life like we never heard Voch say interactive mock draft, or as if it's not in my title or anything like that. So it is what it is. Yes, Will Skywalker Steele's real name is Will. And he's like 5 years older than me. Did y'all know? Y'all ain't know. You learned today. We have a super chat before we get started. Brother Marcus, what's good with you, sir? Drop the diamond super chat. He says, you wrong for that Will Smith slap. Whoa. Sir. What Will Smith slap? I don't understand what you mean. I'm not wrong. I didn't slap nobody. Not yet. I think it's a good thing to hold some of these internet folk accountable. I think we can start doing something like that. Some of these social media nerds, we can put a little pressure on them, but Voch ain't, I don't know what you mean. I ain't show nobody getting, maybe a sound effect or something, but Voch ain't done nothing, but appreciate you, sir. Then we got Landlord says, I feel like smacking a hater today. Smack, appreciate you, sir. And Rondell says, one slap for anybody named Will. There you go. So Will Smith, Will Steele. Is there anybody in the chat box named Will so I can get y'all a slap? So I can just get y'all a good look, you know what I mean?
That's when I smack the shit out you.
You know what I mean? If anybody, Anyway, let me pull up some good music for me to talk to, man. Let me just pull up my favorite. We can talk to that. No. Give me some good talking music, man. There we go. That's my favorite talking song. We'll mix it up. So, I was taking a walk the other day. I wasn't even taking a walk. I was at the gym doing something, probably on a bike or something. I was doing that old thing. I figured, so we get this hotline bling, from Bleacher Report on my little situation, right? On the whole Bobby Wagner situation, correct? Now it's interesting. Cowboy fans will find a way to fuss at anybody. Cowboy fans will find a way to hurruff and kerfuffle their asses off. You know what I'm saying? To be upset, but they're like, hey man, why can't we be more like the Rams? That's what a lot of fans say. I'm like, okay, cool. Get a little hotline bling today, and says, we know that Bobby Wagner has been on his Let's Go Find Some Money tour, and he rolled up to the Rams, and Cowboy fans was like, damn, Bobby signed it to the Rams. Well, the Rams said, hey man, we not paying you the 1 year 11 that you want. You see what I'm saying? We're not going to provide you with this 1.7 million. I mean, with this 1 year and 11 million that you're asking for. And I thought that was fantastic news for the Cowboys, because I tell you why. The Cowboys and the Rams weren't the only place that brother Bobby has visited. Bobby's also gone to the Ravens, so I'd imagine he went to the Ravens also with that 1 year and $11 million proposition, I would say. You know what I'm saying? What my man Bugsy said on Harlem Nights, it's not a deal, it's not an offer, it's a business proposition. So brother Bobby said, hey man, how about this 1 year 11? Cowboys said no. We all collectively got upset. It is what it is. That's how life works. He goes to the Baltimore Ravens, I'm assuming, with this 1 year, $11 million. They said, not going to be able to do it, player. And then he rolls up to the LA Rams and say, hey, man, can I get this 1 year, $11 million? And they said, you know what I'm saying? So the good news, what that comes from is so first of all, we know Bobby wants to play for a contender. He wants to go to a good team. Because if he won $11 million, he could just go his ass to the goddamn Jacksonville Jaguars. They just passing out money over there. They just handing out money over in Jacksonville. But I don't think brother Bobby wants to play for a bad team. I think he wants to play for a contender. And I think it's also good news that he visited the Cowboys first. I think it's good news that he has this this thing with Dan Quinn, and that a possible reunion could be a thing. So, hey, if we not paying $11 million and he go to these other places and they not paying $11 million neither, the good news from that is, okay, well, maybe Bobby needs to come down in price. You see what I'm saying? And if Bobby came to us for the first visit, then maybe when he goes around to these other places and they don't give him $11 million, then maybe he'll come back to Dallas with his lower offer. And that's where I think we don't give Stephen Jones enough credit, right? I know it's easy to call him Catboy and to make the shirts and to have a little Bad Boys theme song and to cuss him out. And I'm not really defending Stephen because the whole Randy shit was nonsense. Losing Randy was some nonsense. But I do give Stephen credit for being a little frugal because there's a thin line between we want to get better in free agency and we just made Christian Kirk a $20 million receiver. Okay, there's a lot of Cowboy fans that have this by any means necessary approach, but I'm willing to bet you if you'd have gave $20 million to Christian Kirk, you'd be upset. You know what I mean? So I do think there's some positivity with the so I know frugal's a word, but there are smarter people than me in this chat box. Is frugality a thing? I'm just taking the word frugal and I'm just using my suffixes and prefixes and shit like I know. Like I've learned that in English, but I'm not like a English guy. But is frugality a word? Check. Can y'all let me know if frugality is a word while I jam out a little bit? Y'all just let me know if frugality is a word while I jam out a little bit. Y'all just let me know. When did Bobby visit the Cowboys? Bobby came to Cowboys first. Sure did. Can anybody tell me if frugality is a word? Anybody? KG said yes, frugality is a word. All right. So we gonna run with frugality. I think there's Tay said, hey, look, I love that. Tay said, this your show. We don't care. Well, the frugal Googleness, the goddamn, since it's my show, the frugalicity of Stephen Jones, the frugal loops, of Stephen Jones. I think that we should kind of applaud, that side of him though. Like I said, there's a lot of things that we wish he would be better at, right? But every 2 years there's a Cowboy that we say is overpaid. You know what I mean? Like every 2 years there's a brand new player that we say, oh, this player is overpaid. This player shouldn't have money. This player shouldn't be having. And to be fair, it's all the motherfuckers that's paid. Like every player that's paid, there's a Cowboy fan somewhere. There's a Cowboy fan somewhere saying that player is getting paid too much. You know what I'm saying? So I think there's something to that. And also, if there was some extra reports saying, oh, well, Cowboys gave Bobby Wagner 1 year, $11 million, but they the only team that would have paid for him, you'd have been pissed. You'd have been mad. You'd have been mad. Jose Christian says Voch is fake news with the Bobby Wagner info. Probably read Jake Schultz's tweet. Voch only followed 38 people. I think I'm up to like 45 now. I don't follow whoever the hell Jake Schultz is, but I got my Bleacher Report bean. You can be mad if you want to, motherfucker. Hey, look, hold up, dog. Who is this? Wait a minute. Who is this? Call me fake news. Wait a minute. Because we got a new vibe around here. Will Smith set the tone. Hold on, where my guy? Will Smith set the tone around here. You fake news, Jose. Chris, you. Where my shit at? That's what I think about Jose. That's not what I feel about him. But in this particular situation, it works out. It works out with Stephen Jones' frugalicity. So if we're not gonna pay $11 million, and Baltimore is not gonna pay $11 million, and the Rams not gonna pay $11 million, cool. The good news about that is if Bobby Wagner does not get $11 million, then he can come back to us and be like, all right, bro, what about 8? And we'll cross that road when we get there. You know what I mean? We'll cross that road when we get that. Andre say, Voch, slap him again. There you go. We ain't doing nothing else. What else? What else we talking about? So sure, like is Bobby Wagner even a player that I would want on my team at this point? Look, to be fair, I would do a choreographed hump dance in the room on the chair, spinning round and round in circles doing a choreographed hump chair. In the Yamin, if we can get Bobby on this team. You understand? But the price is important, you know? So you can look at Bobby's 11 mil, and this ain't me saying which side is better or nothing like that. So please cut me some slack. I ain't saying which side is better, but if it's Bobby's 11 mil versus, okay, can I bring back Brent Urban and insert a player and go get a Calais Campbell, and you see what I'm saying? That's the one thing I've been kind of preaching about free agency. Like, free agency really it's not over. You know what I mean? It's not over, and I'm not willing to get an attitude until like mid-May. You know what I mean? Like, let draft happen and let a couple more weeks of free agency go by, and then we'll discuss, you know? I'm not really in the sky is falling type mode. I'm not really that guy, you know? I'm not sky is falling guy. You know what I mean? Never have, never will. But, you know, guys like Stephon Gilmore still exist. You know what I mean? Let me look at my list. Stephon Gilmore, Odell Beckham, Tyrann Mathieu, in which I don't think none of these players are going to be like vet minimum guys or nothing like that. You know what I mean? But just think about how many dudes you can get for whatever, however much cap money you got. So we got like what, 20 something million, like 22 million cap dollars. I'm sure there's somebody in the chat smarter than me that'll let me know. I'm sure one of you will let me know. So if you got 22 mil in cap space and Bobby's half of that, okay, cool. And just to reiterate, because y'all love to take words out of my mouth. Y'all love to hear me. I was about to say I'll do backflips, but I ain't that coordinated. I'll do as much of a backflip as I can and do a choreographed hump dance if we get Bobby on the squad. So don't get me mistaken. Please, don't get me mistaken. But if we don't get Bobby and we take that 22 million and we turn it into, I don't know, Calais Campbell, J.C. Treader, Akeem Hicks, and I don't know, like Anthony Barr or something. I'm not saying you can, but this is the time in free agency where you're not gonna see the max dollar get doled out now. You're not gonna see records being broken at this point. If you do, it's gonna be via trade or whatever, right? Because that's what we have been seeing. We've been seeing that kind of money being doled out in the trade market or whatnot, right? But I'm just talking about free agents, just guys that just sitting around available, and it's like week 3 and nothing's happened yet. Those are the guys I'm talking about. How much does it take to sign the draft class? I think Leo's contract by itself will sign the whole draft class. And we're not getting that till post June 1st. So it really don't even, AZ coach says over the cap says 15 million in cap space for the Cowboys. So, there's a lot of sources that run around with this dollar amount. And when I say sources, I mean people on Twitter. There's a lot of people that you may see on the social medias. They run around with this dollar amount. Hey, Cowboys got 27 million in cap space. Well, that has to be allocated to, dead money. That got to be allocated to, and I hate that Jalen Smith still getting money over here. That got to be allocated to dead money. That got to be, rookie stuff. It's a lot of places that those dollars go. Incentives, you know what I mean? That's where a lot of that money goes. So if and I haven't double checked it, I leave numbers up to the good numbers people. Let me just shout out some of my friends. Joe Rod at Cowboys blog, go check him out. He's a beast with numbers. Space Cowboy, the homie Cardo, Space Cowboy 17. Go watch his show. He's fantastic with numbers. Will Steele's fantastic with numbers. Matt Owen, Professor O, he's on Twitter somewhere, Professor O, fantastic with numbers. It ain't Voch. Voch is not the number guy. Don't let me lie to you. Voch had you walk around, hey, we ain't got no money. I'm sick of this. Slap. I'm sick of this. Slap. I'm sick of this. Slap. Listen, bro. Don't have me run around lying to you, bro. So go follow some of my friends. They're fantastic with the cap figures or whatever. I just take the information that they give, and this is where I kind of form my opinions or whatever. You know what I mean? So if they want to hit us with the okay, well, Voch, we really got 15 million in cap space. If Bobby asks for 11, then we just can't do it. We just can't do it. Especially when can't do it. Especially when we can't do it, especially if we have a plan to bring in some more people. Especially when we have a plan to bring in some more people. You know? So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Shouts out to J Tuck. What do you do? What J Tuck do? J Tuck has done wonders for my Twitter demographics. I had one interaction with J Tuck and the people that follow me afterwards. Boy, I'm just grateful for people like J. I'm just happy, man. I'm grateful for people like J Tuck, man. Also, the as we're talking about this, the phone lines are open. I encourage you all to call in and tell me what you think about, free agency. If you want to call in and tell me what you think about the draft, we can talk about the draft. If you want to call in and tell me what you think about Bobby Wagner, and should we go after Bobby Wagner? I know your answer, but you can call in and you can talk about Bobby Wagner. The number's at the bottom right of the screen, 202-926-1127, access code 309104. Go ahead and get your spot in line, and I will get you in expeditiously as I can. Is that proper English? As expeditiously as I can? I know I heard Joe Clark say expeditiously, and then I heard T.I. say expeditiously. So if Joe Clark and T.I. say it, I just end up liking the word expeditiously. But but does the subject and the verb agree that I can say as expeditiously as possible? Somebody smarter than me in the chat box, let me know if that's something I can say as expeditiously as possible. But hey, Tay says my shark say what the fuck I want. Evan Thompson dropped 5 in the super chat. What are you talking about? He says, what do you say? Hold on. Not football related, but have you listened to the blues player Chris Stone, Kingfish Ingram? Look up his version of Empty Promises if not. Well, Voch does listen to the blues. I'm from Mississippi, so I have a lot of blues in me. I got a lot of Muddy Waters, Bobby Blue Bland. I've grown to be a Stevie Ray Vaughan guy. Prince when he's doing the blues is fire. John Mayer when he's doing the blues is fire. Voch does have I got a lot of different levels of, blues in me. Eric Clapton when he's doing the blues is fire. You know what I'm saying? So Voch does have a little love for the blues. So what you say? Chris Stone, Kingfish Ingram. I'll check him out. Now let me ask y'all this too, right? I don't even know if this is like a thing. Let me pause my music when I say this, because when I make sense, I like to, or not even rather make sense, but when I think I'm making sense, I like silence. Let me ask y'all a question. I like silence when I feel like I'm making sense. Let me ask y'all something, man. So we've applied this tag to Dalton Schultz. It's a $10 million tag. The more we think about Dalton Schultz, the more we think about $10 million, the more we think about Bobby Wagner and other free agents, of course. I'm not sure that Dalton Schultz has signed the tag, but I'm sure I'm sure the front office is operating from a standpoint that $10 million is a $10 million that can't be touched. Can we take back the franchise tag off Dalton Schultz and do something with that $10 million? I'm asking chat as I cut my music back on, as I think about it. Because I'm assuming when you see these outlets or whatever, whoever's beat writers, reporters or whatever, when they say whatever these cap numbers are, I'm assuming that they're accounting the 10.9 for the tag on Dalton Schultz. And when I saw some of the other numbers, we can rescind it. We can rescind the tag. Once we rescind it, can I get my 10 back? Because I'll take that 10.9, which is less than 11, but I'll take that 10.9 and be like, Bobby! Bobby! I'll be like, Bobby, you want to come play for this 10.9 mil that we just took off the tag? And Bobby gonna be like, well, what about Dalton Schultz? Fuck Dalton Schultz. Honestly, who knows? You used to be able to. Can't rescind the show, signed it. Could have got a good tight end for $3 million or drafting, for sure. For sure. Who will our tight end be? Sean McKeon. Some kid that we draft. Jeremy Sprinkle. That is a fine core. That's a masculine core. And what Luca Brasi said, I hope you have a masculine core of tight ends. That's plenty. Jelani Woods got the drops. Hey, he'll fit right in. Motherfucker fit right in. I haven't watched tight ends yet, but I gotta watch them soon because draft is coming up. So I gotta knock tight ends out. Knock tight ends out. Get it? All right. Okay.
That's when I smack the shit out you.
My bad. Teams that put band-aids on the tight end position never win. Teams that put band-aids on the tight end position never win. That's fair. Whether it be, who's the last few tight ends? Kittle, Grunt, Kelsey. It's amazing how many times Grunt has just been in that bitch Grunt time, but Higbee, play for the Rams. Higbee solid. Hey, that's fair. Yo, Pete, let me tell you something, man. This don't happen a lot. This happens sometimes, but like never on stream. That's fair. Brother Pete. Look, Voch changed his mind all the time. Everybody's entitled to change their mind. Hey, look, yo, Pete, that's fair. Everybody that have do this tight end shit, it don't work out that well. That's fair. Ertz, sure. When the Eagles, did their little run, Ertz was there. Sure. The Falcons probably lost because they ain't had no damn time. That's fair. Broncos won. Julian Thomas when he was good with Peyton. Fair. Yeah, man, leave that tag on Schultz, man. It may not make sense now, but it'll make sense later. That's fair. That's fair, dog. We can't be bullshit. You can't bullshit with tight end, bro. That's fair. Voch has changed his mind midstream. We got a caller. Let me turn my music down. Let me turn it up. Yeah, I lied. I'ma turn it up. Slap. Mute. All right, let's get DJ on the phone, see what he talking about. If y'all want to call into the show, the number to call in is 202-926-1127, access code 309104. It's on the screen. You can't miss it. DJ, what's happening, sir?
Illustrious Voch Lombardi, how you doing, sir?
Man, everything's good, man. We holding down for the Doski Woski. I can't complain. Life is amazing. You feel me?
I understand. I missed the blue flame, brother, but quick question.
Yes, sir.
You've mentioned it. You've hinted at it. Did you have an opinion on Chris Rock and Will Smith? Just real quick, just super fast.
And you know what? That's the problem. I don't have a real quick, super fast opinion, but I got a long, nuanced opinion. I'm probably, it depends on if the chat want to talk about it right now. Chat, do y'all want to talk about football right this second, or can I go into my sort of lengthy Chris Rock, Will Smith explainer or whatever? Because it'll take me about 5 to 8 minutes to get through, because I've been thinking about it all last night and all morning, and I got a lot of angles on it. But it depends on how the chat feels. But while they answering the question, go ahead, DJ. What else you got, sir?
All right, man. Well, mainly my whole thing is the whole Bobby Wagner situation. I think, especially what we learned from the dynastic capabilities of the Patriots, is that it doesn't necessarily matter who your star players are, but the number of star players that you have, right? I'm unsure on what the actual number may be. Whether it's, I'm thinking the number, my theory is that it's around 4 to 7 characters on your team that are of the star level. And if they maintain that. Now, we lost a couple between Randy Gregory's potential and, of course, Amari Cooper, who was already established as a star in this offense. So I think if we replace those with, and it doesn't necessarily have to be at the same position, Bobby Wagner would be sufficient enough. If they were able to sign one other, maybe a Stephon Gilmore or something like that, even if they are on both on the same side of the ball, that as long as you have that same quantity of characters that are stars, then you're just fine and you have the ability to make a run and get to the Super Bowl. You just have to have the ability, the players with that ability to make those plays that are necessary to get there.
Fair enough. I don't hate it. And like I said, if Bobby ends up on this team, we're doing a choreographed hump dance in the room on the chair. So the chat says that they're fine with hearing my Will and Chris Rock opinion. So this is where I'm at with it, right? It's a lot of angles on it. I don't think nobody is necessarily right or wrong for a lot of reasons. But so this is the first big takeaway from it. I think this is the internet's first big example of, a lot of this shit come with consequences, man. You know what I mean? So you see a lot of these little people on the internet just feeling untouchable, just saying whatever they want. Hey, man, you might get smacked in your mouth, you know? Now, luckily for the internet people, you probably won't get smacked in the mouth in front of millions of people and on the Oscars. And to be fair, none of us was even watching the Oscars, but we saw this little. Can't none of us tell us nothing else that happened during Oscar night. So it's a little worse for Chris Rock. Now, if I side on Chris Rock for a second, I am a student of comedy. I'm a student of joke telling. He has the right to tell whatever joke he wants to tell. I just believe in that. And to be fair, the damn joke wasn't even funny. I never seen G.I. Jane. That wasn't relatable to me. If he would have said if she was auditioning for Black Panther 2 or something, that'd have been crazy. If she was one of the Dora Milaje chicks, that'd have been crazy. That'd have been crazy if he'd have said that. But he said G.I. Jane, so it wasn't even really funny, you know what I mean? But on that same token, we can't tell Will Smith what to think about his wife. Now, I turned 30 years old this month. I turned 30 March 3rd, right? I've been a hoe my whole life. You know what I mean? But I've been kind of slowing down, and I've been thinking about settling, and I've been thinking about, you know what I mean? If I was to have a wife in my life. And if I'm going to have a wife in my life and not be mannish, I'm going to take that situation incredibly serious. You know what I mean? Just one woman that I'm responsible for my whole life, I'm taking that incredibly serious. So we have to ask, man, is this Black Panther joke worth whatever he may feel about his wife? Now, if you catch Will Smith on a good day, he might laugh at. He actually laughed at the joke, but that may have been a polite. I'm at the Oscars. We're gonna laugh at the goofy ass G.I. Jane joke. But if he looked over at his wife, and he's about 3 Hennessy's down, and she make an ugly little face, and you get a little funny feeling in your stomach, you might have to defend your wife 3 Hennessy's down, because I think that's very important here. 3 Hennessy's down, maybe you feel like it's your opportunity, this is your job to go up and defend your wife. Now, for the people that saying, why didn't he talk to August Alsina like that? I think this is different. Will Smith and his wife are they were in an open relationship. They was kind of swinging at some point. So yeah, she kind of messed around with August Alsina, but hey, we just didn't hear about the list of people that Will Smith was with. Mike Lowry is Mike Lowry at the end of the day. Hitch is Hitch at the end of the day. I'm sure that if we got a chance to see his list, we might feel bad for Jada. So Will Smith probably has this approach of it's all fun and war. If we gonna be an open relationship, whatever you do with your free time is fine. If I run into Margot Robbie with my situation, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's whatever. You know what I mean? But he shouldn't have any beef with August Alsina because it was fair game at that point. It was wide open. It was whatever it was, you know. So when we make these jokes about August Alsina and Will Smith, we're making jokes at Will Smith. You see what I'm saying? But this ain't making a joke at Will Smith. This is making a joke at Will Smith's wife, who has alopecia. In front. So this was a bald joke in front of his wife, who has alopecia. Now, alopecia is different than I got cancer and I'm going through chemo or something. If she had cancer, she's going through chemo, she's bald, that's different. Alopecia is just another little thing. Jada still look fantastic. She can buy me shoes if she wants to. We don't know how Will Smith reacts to that. Now, ultimately, what Will Smith could have done is when it was all over, walk up to Chris Rock like a man and be like, Chris, she got alopecia. She's a little insecure about it. She don't like you telling jokes about it. I ain't saying you gotta apologize, but it'll make my family feel fantastic if you apologize for the alopecia joke because she feels a certain way about it. But Chris, if I hear you make another alopecia joke about my wife, then you gonna get a cool little smack to your dome, sir. You know what I mean? Like you gonna get a cool little. If I hear you make another you know what I'm saying? Now that's what Will could have done. But my big point is you can't tell a man how and when and in what way and in what level of severity to react about his wife. And when I look on the internet, you see a lot of people just like, oh, Will should have let it go. Will should have let it slide. You kind of get the vibe that these people wouldn't slap the shit out of somebody. You know what I mean? Now, I don't have a wife, but I got a mother. You know what I mean? So if somebody makes a light joke about my mother, I mean, whatever, cool. But if it's like a joke about my mother, you can't tell me how to respond. You can't tell me how to act. You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of like my extended answer about the Will and Chris Rock situation. I think there's a lot of little angles to it, but I haven't looked at the chat at all. But I just think it's a lot of little angles to it, and it can't just be answered in just 3 words or something. You know?
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. My take on it was, look, listen, there's two definitive Will Smith. There's Fresh Prince, Independence Day Will Smith, and then there's post like Pursuit of Happiness, 7 pounds. Like that, they're in that point after Will Smith. And that Will Smith, the latter, is all about, he's preached about inner peace, inner happiness, peace of mind, all that kind of stuff. With the August stuff, he signed up for that. Jada didn't sign up for alopecia. Now, I'm not even 100% sure Chris Rock was aware. You have to assume because Jada made that stuff public that he was. But the way that the joke was said was not necessarily that it was an alopecia joke. I mean, Jada been bald for 10, 15 years on and off. You know what I mean?
Right, fair enough, yeah.
So that was just the whole thing. He could have thought that. That was my first thing. And then the alopecia came. I found out about that in the last 24 hours. I was today years old when I found that out. So there's a chance that he didn't know. Now, we assume that he did. Now, if he did that, it was in bad taste, right? But at the same time, there's been way worse jokes made on that format and all of that. Now, nobody's ever walked up and just got the shit slapped out of them. They haven't. But at the same time, that's Will's right because that's his wife. And if you want to, and everybody who's going back and saying, oh, well, why didn't he talk to August that way? Again, him and his wife have moved forward from that point. Whether it's right or wrong, that's neither here nor there. They're at this point now. He chose to defend his wife in that moment. It is what it is. And now he chose, you can't tell somebody how to defend their wife because all is open when it comes to that. But look,
DJ, this is my thing though. There's nothing more perfect than there's nothing better than a perfect opportunity for the perfect joke. I will fight Will Smith in the middle of the street for an opportunity to pull a Black Panther 2 joke. It just would have hit different. G.I. Jane ain't even Nobody ever seen G.I. Jane. Nobody cares. I had to Google G.I. Jane. I was like, oh, Demi Moore's in this movie. Oh, she's bald in this movie. Oh, that's why it makes sense. Nobody's seen that. But, bro, if you put your 10 toes in the dirt and you say, you know what, I'm making this joke and I'm standing on it. And shouts out to Chris Rock because he did stand on what he said and he did not press charges. I think that is some stand-up shit. Shouts out to him for that. But boy, you gotta fight. You gotta fight Will Smith in the middle of the street for that Black Panther 2 joke, man. That shit would have hit. That shit would have hit, man. Go ahead.
That's my thing too. Is like, are you just taking the slap and Will Smith walking back to his seat quietly, like Cat Williams said? He said basically, "Fuck you, walk back to the seat," and you didn't do nothing about it. I get you on the Oscars, but you also got slapped. You got disrespected in front of the world. So, do you just take that and move forward like Chris Rock did, or do you have something to say about it?
I think that is a weird situation. I think everybody's first reaction is to be tough guy and be like, hey, if Will Smith smacked the shit out of me, I'd have smacked the shit back out of him. But there's something called human, like, what the fuck is going on this? You know what I mean? And we don't know what Chris Rock was going through. You know what I mean? We don't know what was in Chris Rock's mind. Because look, if we'd have got a later report that says Chris Rock got his $1 million for hosting the Oscars and caught Will Smith outside and beat the shit out of him, then we'll probably be saying different things about Chris Rock. You see what I'm saying? I don't know how I would have handled it personally because I don't know, I don't want to come off as a tough guy or nothing like that. We chilling here. We just having fun. We just talking. I don't know what would have happened at the podium. You know what I mean? But Will would probably have to come, see me later or something like that. Now Chris didn't do that, but if Chris would have done that, we probably would have been looking at Chris a little different. If Chris would have grabbed Will's wrist and it would have went down, it probably would have looked a lot worse for us. You know what I mean? It probably would have looked a lot worse. So I can't blame Chris Rock. I don't think Chris Rock is a punk necessarily. I just, everybody can't be that guy. Everybody's not gonna be Will Smith smack me, I'm gonna smack the shot at him immediately. Everybody's not gonna be that guy. Or I'm gonna turn the fucking Oscars into the goddamn Source Awards. Everybody's not that guy. You know what I mean? But I would definitely have to see Will after I got my Oscar check for sure.
All right, man. Well, I didn't mean to come in off topic. It's just, it's the topic of the day, and you have a very unique point of view just on life, which is also surprisingly very similar to mine. So you kind of didn't say anything I didn't really expect you to say.
Yep.
And I appreciate you for that. That's why I mess with you the way that I do, bro. That's why you're my number one here on YouTube. So I appreciate you even taking the time. Not everybody was allowed that, that question be a subject matter on the show. So I appreciate you for that as well, sir.
Appreciate you, sir. Salute. Have a good one, man. Be safe out there in them streets. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Now, if anybody wants to call into the show, the number is 202-926-1127, 309-104. Hey, man, if y'all want to talk about Will Smith, let's run it, baby. We're going to talk about all this shit. Whatever the views is doing, whatever the likes say, whatever the subs say, whatever you want to talk. Fuck Bobby Wagner. Let's talk about Will Smith all day. All day. All day. Let me turn this back down. I just want to look in the chat box for a little bit. I'm going to look in the chat box for a little bit, then we're going to get back to the phones. We got 903. We're going to get back to y'all in a second. Also, too, quick housekeeping. We are doing a live draft show day 1, 2, and 3. So be sure to come through when we do that. Follow the channel for developments. Also, if you're a long-term watcher and you're not platinum, or you think you're not platinum, you might want to go ahead and get your platinum membership. I'm just going to say because in a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of days, calling into the show will look a little different. I can't say much. But if you're one of them, hey, Voch, I'm a long-term, long-time viewer, just never called in. If you one of them people and you never called in, I mean, you'll probably be able to call. It's just going to be a little more difficult than it is now. So just, over the next few weeks or so, if you never call into the show or if you're not sure if you're platinum or not, fight for your platinum status. It's gonna be a lot of change happening over the next few whatevers, you know. It's the Oscars, Voch. You got to go with the audience demographic. To be fair, nobody watched the Oscars, man. You know, that clip is being talked about more. Like, I don't know who won Best Supporting Actor, Best Score, Best Costume. Who won that shit? Well, no. Okay, neither. Comedian treatment from now on. I think comedians should be able to say whatever the fuck they want to say. I come from that cloth, man. I come from the cloth that comedians should be able to, you know what I mean? They should be able to run that, you know? But you know, that is what that is. I haven't watched G.I. Jane. I know. I know. I'm gonna run through a handful of these chats and we're gonna get into the phone. Landlord on the phone. We're gonna go to him next. Jada Smith was almost bald in Shame and Demon, and set it off. Woo, name a movie, man. Jada been having short hair her whole life, and she been fine her whole life. So no, it don't really matter. It don't really matter. Somebody massage her scalp, she'll be alright. It's all love. And like alopecia is a disorder. It ain't like a disease. You know what I mean? Having alopecia kind of like having eczema. You know. If you it's what you make of it. If you confident enough to overcome it, then you overcome it. Jada fine, you know, alopecia ain't whooping her. You know what I'm saying? You know, it ain't like terminal. It ain't like, oh my God, alopecia, we got 3 months to live. It ain't, you know, it ain't like that. Ain't like that. Shaq says Will was the product of when keeping it real goes wrong. That makes sense, brother Shaq. Appreciate you dropping your dime. April says, am I still platinum? April. Now, don't you dare come in here asking silly questions like that. Am I still platinum, boo-boo? Hey, come on. I got all 5 of your numbers saved in this little system. All 5 of your trap phones, your house phone, the cell phone, the burner phone in the backyard that's in a tater chip bag under a log. I got that number. I got the pay phone around the block from your house, and I got the work number. April, you ain't got to worry about nothing. You got to worry about nothing, you hear me? At this point, Chris needs to just let it go. Let what go? Let what go? Thoughts on Tyrann Mathieu? I don't think it's gonna happen. But I don't know shit. I don't know a thing. If I speaking of Will Smith, how you feel about I Am Legend 2? Didn't he die in the first one? I don't know. But for real, what's up with Bobby Wagner? Hit the rewind, click it back, play it again. I'll recap it at the end of the show if you need me to, but oh shit, Voch flying platinums to Dallas game. That'll be fire. If I had the budget, I'm not even gonna say what I don't have the budget for. Shaq, we'll talk about it later. But my super personal viewers of the show, there will be something special for y'all. But that ain't what I was talking about though. We're gonna get right back to football in a second. So hang tight. Ain't no wife like an unfaithful wife to defend. Was Jada unfaithful, or was she just a swinger in an open relationship? Who knows? Voch know what that life like. What's the access code? Is on the phone. AC 309104. It's right there. Everything you need is on the screen. Right there on the screen. She got female pattern baldness, alopecia. It's from wearing braids all the whole life. She Kevin. Okay. I mean, we're not gonna tell Jada what is and what ain't the case with her. But I feel you. How do I get the platinum? I feel like if I give out the secret to being platinum, then people allow on their application. But it's really not hard to be platinum. It's really not hard to be platinum. All right? Let's cut this music down and get back into the phones. You hear me? Let's get Brother Landlord on the phone. Then we're going to go Uncle Charlie. Then we're going to check up on these numbers we don't know. Landlord, what up?
What's happening? What's happening, Voch?
Coolin', my boy. Everything good with me. What's good with you?
Man, listen, man, I wanted to,
be a part of the little foolish conversation for a minute.
Please.
You know, we can talk football if you want to.
Please, go ahead, please.
Yeah, forgive me, my voice gone. I went to a game the other night. But, yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. This is kind of a crazy situation because, you know, from a man's standpoint, I don't want to be the conspiracy tinfoil guy, but it kind of looked a little staged or fake to me. Because when the last time you hit somebody and then just turn around like you don't care? Like, I think either it was fake or Will don't got no respect for Chris Rock at all. Because he just slapped him and just turned around and just walked away like he's not going to do nothing. He ain't a threat. And then to me, it's like if you got that little respect for the man, you shouldn't get too many cool points for slapping him. Because if you slapped him, you're supposed to be like, hey, he might swing back. Will didn't do nothing, none of that at all. He knew he wasn't going to do nothing. That's where it makes it scream like it could be staged or either he just know Chris Rock is not a threat. And that make it kind of weak to me. So, like, if that was Mike Tyson up there, well, he would have went up there and slapped him. No, sir. Go ahead.
That's and look, that's very fair, and that's another side of it that I kind of thought about, but I didn't put it in my dissertation or whatever. That's fair. That's fair. Chris Rock really ain't even a dude to be walking up and slapping like that. You know what I mean? Which is why my ultimate answer would have been, hey, yo, homeboy, let me holler at you for a second. You know what I mean? Let me talk to you about this and tell you what I like and don't like, and then if you do it again, I'll smack the shit out you. If you
That's when I smack the shit out you.
If you do it again, you see what I'm saying? But that's why I went back to my other point. You can't tell a man how to react and how to feel and to what level of severity how to feel about his, you know what I'm saying? Everybody run their relationship different, and if that's how, you know, if Will has a no nonsense policy about it because he don't even want, because look, if you let something happen one time, it's bound to happen again. You know what I mean? That's another side of this that we got to like think about or whatever. Cool. So if Will got a no nonsense approach for it, and that's how he run his relationship, I can't be mad at him. On the whole, is it fake thing? I don't think it's fake at all. I just think, Will is a method actor, and he thought he was Mike Lowry for a little bit, and he smacked the shit out of him, and he you know what I mean? He just thought it was nothing that Chris was gonna do to him. But the reason why
me like yourself. Go ahead.
For sure. The reason why it's not fake to me is because first of all, the Oscars ain't gonna let that shit happen. But I don't know, they can't let that shit happen. But when he sat down and he said, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth," and he said it twice loudly, you know what I mean? And they had to like bleep that shit out, like they didn't even know he was gonna say or do that. So they probably didn't have Oscars at the they didn't have like security or like police at the Oscars, because I mean, who thought it was gonna go down at the Oscars? You know what I mean? But I don't think it's fake though. Plus, he won Best Actor that night. You know what I mean? Like how you smack the shit out of somebody and then win Best Actor at the end of the night. Get that man another award. Come on, sir. But go ahead. I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I gotta mention is like with you being from Mississippi, me from being out from Alabama.
For sure.
We heard the proper word is alopecia, right? Alopecia. I'm like that.
For sure.
But down here it's alopecias. Yeah. Let's just go over that alopecias. Right. Like the fruit peaches, alopecias. That's what it is down here.
Right.
I just heard that so many times today. Alopecias. These people so funny.
We gonna do better, man. We gonna do better. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel your point, man. But to me, I gotta, you judge people off how you view them too.
Sure.
Like I got a kind of messed up view on how I look at Jada. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm gonna be a little biased when I do this, because to me, I know Will was probably putting on for Hollywood at the same time when he laughed, but in my eyes, you laughed though. So from what point did it jump so dramatically from when you laughed to I gotta slap the shit out of this dude? Like how that was a drastic jump. You see what I'm saying? Like
I tell you why.
To
because
me, it seemed like
I tell you
Jada
why.
was like,
no, watch this.
sick 'em.
You
know what I'm saying?
Sure, because men are prideful, man. Men are so prideful. We'll just it don't take but a little something. You know, he did laugh, but he looked over and he saw his woman was kind of distraught. That may be the thing that pushed him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we never know.
Yeah.
Never know.
Yeah, but you know, like I said, I ain't gonna talk to the devil, but like I said, I got a messed up way I view Jada, and I kind of feel like she basically wear the pants of that situation anyway. So it was like, to me, it was like she just sicked him on him. You know what I'm saying? Because you know your woman will make you do something. Like he said, he even said it.
Yeah.
He said, love will make you do some crazy things.
Yeah.
And, you know, our women will put us in situations that we particularly probably wouldn't want to do. Mm-hmm. But, you know, that's what kind of situation it was. Like she said, sick 'em. Because Will was last, bro. I don't know how fake the laugh was for the camera, but he laughed at first. Then next time you know, he jumped on stage and smacked the man.
Hey man, you know it's interesting, man. We gonna go ahead and move on, man. Appreciate you for calling in, landlord. But hey, man, you know everybody want to handle it different, man. Everybody want to handle it different. It's what we're gonna do. Hey, look, if y'all want to call into the show, the number is. This might be a long show, but fuck it, we ain't doing nothing else. We just chilling. We just chilling as a family. If y'all want to call into the show, the number is 202-926-1127, access code 309104. If you want to talk about draft, Bobby Wagner, August Alsina, or you know,
That's when I smack the shit out you.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to talk about any of that, you know what I'm saying, you can absolutely feel free to, you know, do whatever it is that call in and say whatever you want to do. You know, this y'all show. Honestly, my name just on it. I just be, you know, chilling a little bit, you know. We got Uncle Charlie up next. I'm really trying to see what Uncle Charlie talking about. Uncle Charlie up next, 903 on deck, and then we'll go 301. See what they talking about. Uncle Charlie, what up?
What's up, nephew? What's going on, player?
Man, coolin', my guy, man, trying to make sense of it all. You know how it go.
Yeah, man, just been working hard, man. It's a blessing, man. Been trying to catch you, bro, with the schedule I got, but thank God I'm on the thing with you today. Let me just say this, man, for the people. I want some Cowboy brothers and sisters to listen. Let me explain something to you. I seen the slap, and I'm going to tell you something. I was very impressed. So if Will Smith don't ever want to act no more, we got a goddamn spot on the football team, because I'm pretty sure he can slap the hell out of a ball. I'm pretty sure he can do that. But let me just say this.
For sure.
Everybody upset of what he was doing. Let me just say this. In defense of him, let me say this. Let me back him up.
Right.
Will Smith slapped him, right? Okay, he slapped him. I ain't gonna say he didn't deserve it, because he did deserve it, man. This Joker, man, always, and I'm just gonna say this, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Rock gonna make his money off downing his people. And this time it caught up with him. He deserved the slap. When I slapped him, yeah, I'd have got his ass, but I'd have got him back there. Do you know how many props and curtains back there? I'd knocked his ass out when nobody would have known. But then he went on and did that. Let me explain something to you. Ladies and gentlemen, learn something real quick. If you went around and fought everybody that said something about your wife, two things will happen to you. You will be dead or in jail. So let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. Jada Pinkett, everybody want to run to her defense. Do I think it was wise that he said that about her? No, I don't think it was wise, he said. Do I like what he said? No, I thought it was poor taste. But I'm going to explain something to you. Let me explain something to you. Let's pump the brakes on Jada. Let's pump the brakes. Because she had no business or no care when she breaking somebody down at that red table. In fact, she know about everybody's business but her own at that point. Let me explain something to you. He deserved to slap. Will Smith deserved to say, look, man, check him back there in that back there. He should have handled that back there. He could have handled it a better way. But let me tell you something. If he slapped my ass, he'd have been in handcuffs, and I would have sued him. I'm going to get my bag. Whoop my ass, give me my cash. I'm telling that right now. And let me tell you something. Just in case people don't understand something, when you going out here and you putting your sex scenes, what you and your wife do before the public, You should be ready for somebody to say something. Don't get mad then. Don't get mad then. Oh, would you slap that dude that kissed you in the mouth at that red carpet, that white dude? Did you slap him? Did you slap that dude that was laying up in the bed with your daughter with his shirt on that was twice her age? Did you slap him? Because if that was Mike Tyson, he'd have beat him through his shoes. I guarantee you that. You can't fight everybody, you can't shoot everybody that says something about your wife. You just can't do it. Because you won't be free. You'll be either in jail or dead. But let me just say this. I really, at this point, about the Cowboys, at this point, if they can get Bobby Wagner, I don't know. I really don't care. But I'm going to tell you something. If they do get him, that would help my sensibility a whole lot. So let me just say this, Voch. I've been knowing you for a long time, nephew.
Yes, sir.
And you one of the best young cats out here. If you can't, I always tell people, if you can't get along with Voch, you can't get along with society. Man. You just can't do it. And let me tell you something. Be careful what you say to people, because everybody can't take certain things the same way. Me and you can talk together, and we can say certain things to each other that I can't say to somebody else, or you can't say to somebody else. You know, when I try to tell people about my friend Frank, you know, Frank had a little small hand. He was born with a little hand. And he don't slap some fool to sleep down at the tank store down there. And I knew he was asleep. I thought he was dead. And he was. After that point, they called the ambulance. I thought his ass was dead. But then the memo should have went out before the world. Hey, Frank ain't playing with that little hand. But then this fool named Shiny Black, and they call him Shiny Black because he always shining. He don't slap him to sleep. And not everybody get the memo. Frank was cool until you mess with that little hand. And that's all I got to say, man. Cowboys get together, man. The only reason I'm hanging on Voch right now is because of you, nephew. And only because of you. And that's all I got to say, bro.
Oh, appreciate you, man. I will not let you down. Thanks for calling. Thanks for giving us all this knowledge. You hear me? Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
That is Charles Mabry on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. That's fair. That's fair, man. If you walk up and slap everybody because of every little comment, you might be dead in jail. That's fair. That's fair. I had one of them situations happen to me, man, you know. I wanted to reach out and have a conversation. They, you know, they was a little nervous, so that's the end of it, you know. Interesting. That's some good game, Uncle Charles. I appreciate you. You hear me? We got hold on. We got 2 new subscribers, Eric Wallace and James 90. Welcome to the family. Appreciate y'all. We ain't doing nothing else. Thanks for being here. Let's get into the phones. 903 says his wife has alopecia. So let's hear his thoughts. This Bo?
Voch, I have total respect for you. I even borrowed one of your phrases one night. I posted it that said, you said, don't scream my failures if all you can do is whisper my accomplishments. And I posted that online, and I put your name on it, so I didn't try to steal it from you. I just had to give you credit for it because it made such good sense. And I said, this guy's got something going on. I don't care if you are just pushing 30, because that's the wisdom of an old man. The 2 things that caught my attention that made me want to call you today is when you came out with talking about Kingfish and Stevie Ray, 2 of my favorites. Obviously, one is gone, but I did look, just for your own benefit, I looked up real quick. Kingfish is playing over in London. He's going to be lighting up the Brits on June the 9th.
Okay.
So it almost makes me wish I could afford to pick up buy a ticket and fly to London to see him play. But with regards to Will Smith, I don't think Chris realized the nerve that he was striking, because Chris is kind of a shock jock. He likes to throw stuff out there. As he gets a little older, he mellows a little bit, but I don't think he realized that he was treading on thin ice with Will. And when Will, if it was Chris, my first thought was, we've just seen Will Smith reenact the anniversary of his Oscar nomination for Ali. Because I thought that Will won for that, but I just checked and he didn't. But that made me, if there was going to be a comeback, I don't know. I'm not a comedian by any means, so
for sure,
that's all I could think of, is that he was reenacting his Ali performance.
Ali, Mike Lowry, fighting them I Am Legend monster and I Am Legend. He's been fighting this whole Independence Day, Men in Black. He didn't punch people in damn near all his movies, so it makes sense.
Well, he punched. You're right. He punched the alien when he shot the guy, or when he got the guy to crash, and then punched him and drug him back to the camp. But I love Will Smith. I mean, not that necessarily that we share the same last name. It's just that I've watched him since Fresh Prince, and if you've watched the new Bel Air that he produced, that took a totally different turn on the Fresh Prince story, which is really good. I'm anxious for season 2 to come out, but I just don't think he realized that. I don't think Rock realized that he was treading on that, because I don't think that could have been scripted. If it had been fake, it's got to be real, and I think he took Chris by surprise, or Chris might have backed up quickly and been able to keep from getting slapped. But one last thing, and I'll let you go. I just appreciate listening to you. I said you and a couple of others that I posted earlier. I consider my sports triumvirate, and I won't mention any other names because this is your show, but there's 3 of you that I listen to.
But I love Scott.
All the time.
But I love Scott. But I love Law. I love Okoye. I love Fuss. I love all those guys.
I love Okoye, and I love Mike Fisher, and I've listened to Fish for 30 years, and just you and Okoye recently, and I love what you guys come up with, because it's real, and it's Cowboys, and I bleed blue and silver and have for almost 60 years. As far as Bobby Wagner is concerned, is there a possibility, in your opinion, that if they can't handle 1 year at $11 million, which is the number that everybody's kicking around, would they possibly throw him like 16 guaranteed for 2 years, or 18 guaranteed for 2 years, and keep it to 8 or 9 a year, and see if they could wrap him up for 2 years? Is Quinn that persuasive? These guys seem to want to play for Dan Quinn again, so I'm just wondering if that would work. And I will hang up and let you get on with the folks that you normally talk to. But I do enjoy you, and I will continue to listen to you. And thank you, because when you say something as profound as your failures and accomplishments line that makes me take the time to write it down, you've struck a chord. And I did get the G.I. Jane line, by the way, because of my age, and I had to think about the Black Panther thing that you came up with, but it's certainly more age appropriate now. So
for sure,
I'll go with either one and say they're both good lines. And you have a great day, sir.
I appreciate it. Have a good one. Salute. Good call. Okay. It's actually a Drake line, but let's get into this. So we actually got Bo now, in which Bo's wife has alopecia, and then we're gonna go Short Dog, then we're gonna go Q. All right. So now, what up, Bo?
What's up, my man?
What's good with you, my guy? Talk to my people. Talk to me. Talk to us. We just one big happy family. Let's just talk about it, please. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. So I just say, first of all, first time, long time. Appreciate what you do. But yeah, man, my wife actually has alopecia now. She had this condition before I met her. As we were dating, she explained, blah, 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 And so I'm going to preface it with this. Like, say, man, I was like you in my 30s, man. I got it in. I was good, My first wife, I'm pretty sure, 90% of these dudes couldn't get.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying, she's my second wife. And as I'm choosing, and not a detriment to her, I'm looking for something different. So the alopecia aspect of the whole thing, is men are physical or visual. I took that into account, but there's other things that I'm taking into account because I'm looking for 50 years, right? So when it comes to that situation and her esteem, I'm going to go all out for that,
sure.
Because I think if if Chris had just kept it within the relationship stuff, he could have joked on the August stuff. He could have joked on all that. But when he deals with an issue like alopecia, especially with him having a background where he did the whole documentary about women's hair.
Black hair, yep.
He could have just as easily stood up and said, hey, bro, I'm going to stay on code. You know what I'm saying? He knew that Will was going to win that award.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Why try to, pop his balloon or piss in his Cheerios, I'm sorry, in that moment, just stay on code, make your other jokes, but don't make the jokes about the wife's condition.
Sure.
Because I'm telling you, man, when it comes to a husband, bro, you better off signing up to fight the Taliban than coming at a man that love his wife. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And we can't judge. You know what I'm saying? What Will and Jada got going on, we can call him simp, beta, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know, but at the end of the day, still his wife. You know what I'm saying? And then also, people are judging him on the through this prism of what they would do when, you know, we fully understand you and I gonna get locked up immediately.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, for
but
sure.
Will apparently has a different relationship with the law.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And to me, that was the most gangster thing I've seen in a long time, man. You know what I'm saying?
For
to
sure.
slap a dude, go in there, and then some of your callers, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to filibuster.
Sure.
But what you know, in the black community, size don't matter. You know, man, I have some friends that are 5'6", 5'5", and man, you don't want it with.
Sure.
Okay, so people talk about, you know what I'm saying, the size factor, the this and that, but you know, size don't matter with us.
Sure.
So people can dead that. But what I will address, you know what I'm saying, the alopecia, you know, as it pertains to the alopecia, like, man, my wife is such an amazing lady, such a, you know what I'm saying, beautiful soul that, you know, and take this with a grain of salt. I didn't marry the best looking woman that I could have married.
Sure.
I didn't marry the best JJ. I didn't marry the best this and that. I matured as a man,
Right.
and I put myself in a situation for the best woman who could facilitate the future that I want to have for myself,
Sure.
and that I could provide for her.
Sure.
So the fact that she has alopecia, I ain't tripping on that, because guess what? I wasn't looking for perfection. I'm not perfect, you know, myself. So I understand that Will coming up to that stage and saying, say, man, you know, because we grew up in the locker room, right? Mm-hmm. So, you know, the second that the second that it might be funny to me, but the second I look over to the side and it ain't funny to my dog, it ain't funny no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's love. You know, that's love. We'll sort this out later.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? When we get back in the house.
Sure.
But outside the house, when we dealing with folks, nah. You know what I'm saying? And even, you know, because as men, you know, we process first and feel later. You know. So in that second that it took him to process, because we have to understand that too, Will got some angst with her. So yeah, that joke probably did hit a little bit for him. Hey, you know, G.I. Jane, because he's old enough to remember G.I. Jane. But when you look over here and baby ain't laughing, nah, homie. You know what I'm saying? All bets off. Let's handle this. And that's what he did. So I'm not saying that he was right. I'm just saying both things can be true.
Fair
he
enough.
can be wrong in the way that he handled it and be right in what he did.
Fair enough.
If that makes sense. I'm sorry.
No.
That was weird.
No. Because I don't play the pause game. But 100%, man. You know, like I said earlier, I know it's 450 people here watch right now. In case y'all wasn't around earlier, like I said, man, you can't tell this man how to act. You know, you can't tell him how to you know, react. Now, me personally, if I'm making a joke about somebody, I'm just gonna keep it on that person. I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna make fun of that person. I just kind of got this no women and children and no dead people kind of thing that I do when I tell my jokes or whatever. So I like to keep it real, you know what I'm saying, by the book like that. But hey, but I also believe that if you telling jokes, you should tell. If you want to tell the joke, you should have the right to tell the joke. But you should also be prepared for whatever come with that. Yo, Bo, appreciate you for
Mr. Bob, can I just introduce one more concept to you?
Please, sir.
Okay. The really quickly, the evolution of the comedian in our community, right?
Sure.
You know, because, you know, you like me, you grew up an athlete.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you know what I'm saying? The comedian, the dudes who made the jokes funny, honestly, let's just be real. They was either the broke dudes or the weak dudes. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes, you know, when you the man, you'll get your you'll get your joke laughed at just because people want to be around you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the dudes who, you know, even if they had comedic talent, they gravitated towards guys who would be able to protect them. So when their jokes went across the line, you homeboys with the dudes who can take care of that for you.
Okay.
But that doesn't absolve them of being able to being smacked down by that same said homeboy. So he just got really too comfortable.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay. So, and I'll leave it at that, and I'll let you go, my man.
Appreciate you, man. Good call, Buck.
Yeah.
I think I got comedic talent. I'm no comedian or nothing, but I'm all right. Hey man, let me just double up on another point though. Tim, I see you don't leave. Q, I see you don't leave. Then we got some other calls that we're gonna get in. Hey, this is something that I do kind of like, you know what I mean, what Bo was saying. Size really don't matter. Cause I know some people, you know what I mean, that ain't tall that's gonna ride for Voch. I know some people that's short that's gonna ride for Voch, you know what I'm saying? And the most dangerous people in the world is short. You know what I mean? Short dog, ain't that right?
That's a fact, Voch. Look, Voch, right now, I ain't in the place to talk to you. I ain't gonna mess up your show. I'm coming. You don't know how hard it was for me to even call on you on this Echo phone.
Right.
I ain't gonna mess it, but I'm gonna tell you this, bro. I love you. I'm messing with you. I'm glad we're living in the great U.S. of A, dog. You're the only truth, the hope that I got for the Cowboys moving forward. I love the whole team, bro, and I'm going to be out soon, and I'll be talking and rapping to you, bro. And don't leave me off that VIP list, Voch. I'll send whatever it takes, dog. Because, down here we're smacking and laying him down, and it ain't the dog. It ain't the size of the dog. It's the size of the heart in the dog, bro. That's one thing you got to see, and that's the reality, bro. But some people don't see it till it's too late. But I love everybody. I'm blessed to be living in the USA, bro. Don't believe what they tell you. We're great people, bro. The Mexicans, the white people, everybody, bro. Don't believe the propaganda, my guys. We're just the greatest country on earth. I love you, Voch, and we're riding. Don't kick me out.
Appreciate you, man. I'm not gonna forget about you. Whenever you know what I mean, figure that out. We got you, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I'm out this situation in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks. We got you in 2 weeks, short dog. Can't wait to come home, bro.
All right.
I'm not gonna say a thing because I don't wanna I don't wanna imply nothing. I don't wanna jump out on the ledge here, but I'm not gonna say a thing. Hold on. Because I don't want to. Wait a goddamn minute. Hold on. Bo.
Cowboys moving forward. I love the whole team, bro, and I'm going to be out soon, and I'll be talking rapping.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Hey, man, listen. Y'all don't love Voch like Short Dog love Voch. Y'all don't love Voch for real. Y'all don't love Voch for real, man. Some of y'all be in the chat box like, yo, Voch, I'm at work, I can't call in. Voch, I'm in class, I can't call in. Voch, my wife sleep, I can't call in.
And don't leave me out. I love the whole team, bro, and I'm going to be out soon, and I'll be talking and rapping to you, bro. And don't...
You shitting me? You shitting me? Look, hashtag, because I'm like, why that phone sound like that? Look, free Short Dog, man. Spam that in the chat. Right goddamn now. Spam that in the chat. Free Short Dog, bro. Come on, son. Free short. I wish I would have asked where he was, man. I'd have put something on his books or something, man. I should have asked where he was, dog. He in Texas somewhere. He in Texas. I gotta put some on Short Dog. Hey, man, free Short Dog, man. Short Dog, call back. Tell me where you at. Or don't get in trouble, motherfucker. Like, don't get, don't let them catch you with it. Short Dog, okay, Short Dog. If you're listening, Short Dog, find a way to get in touch with me on any one of my socials. I'll find a way to see it. I'll like look through it or whatever. And like let me know where you at. He don't need advice. You can't tell. That's fair. He said he already used that call. Nah, he didn't call from the jail phone. He called. Well, I'm not saying, but he called from his phone. So free Short Dog, man. Damn, Short Dog, get in touch with me, man, so I can reach out to you. Give me an address or something. I can get you JPay or something, dog. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Voch about to start accepting cigarette donations. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. That's the joke of the day. Cigarette donations. Funny, bro. Alex say Short Dog is Little Joker from next Friday, bro. Damn, bro. Free Short Dog, man. We got Q on the phone, then we'll go Tim, then we're gonna go 314. I'm sick of this. Free Short Dog. Free Short. Free Short Dog. Free Short Dog. Free Short Dog. April drop 5 in the chat. Hashtag April drop 5 in the chat. Hashtag Free Short Dog. With some very proper dog emojis, by the way. Appreciate you, auntie. Oh, man. Bro, let's get Q on the phone. What up, Q?
What's going on, Vice, brother, man? It's been about a year and a half, man, since
sure.
I've actually spoken to you, man. I'm over here in St. Vincent at med school. So I got some little downtime. I'm just checking out your show as usual.
Appreciate you, man. Welcome back. Welcome back, man. This home.
I think last time we...
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think last time we talked about D. Lawrence being overpaid, but then I came back and apologized to your audience after seeing them doing the hustle. But hey, I want to comment real quick, man, on the whole Will Smith thing, and then I want to ask you something about the football era.
Yes, sir.
So my personal opinion is what Will Smith did was assault. I don't care how you try to sugarcoat it. It was assault. Okay, you can't do that. The average Joe would have actually been locked up somewhere after that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I don't know any one of them brothers personally, obviously, but I enjoy the artists of both of them. But something came down the pipe where I think in 2016 there was just media was saying 2016 where Chris Rock made a joke about him being paid $20 million in the man's pocket for making the Western movie that he made. I can't remember what it was called, but it was a movie he made, something to do with a Western. He was a Western guy.
Wild West.
$20 million. So yeah, Wild West. There you go.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe he was upset about that. I don't know. But personally, my opinion, what Will did was assault, and you just can't do that. Maybe Chris Rock didn't know. Maybe he didn't know that she had a medical condition. He probably didn't know. Mm-hmm. We don't know that. But that's all I'm gonna say on that. And hopefully those guys can talk about it and move on from there. On the football side, I wanted to ask you, man. I know everybody's on the Wagner thing, man, and I do hope we we're able to get him. But what do you think? What do you think about the tight end situation? I know we just gave this guy $10 million, but what do you think about? And I don't know if this is the forum to even ask you that because we're on Wagner and Will Smith. But just that real quick question: what do you think about the tight end situation, man, Mr. King?
I tell you what, I was just kind of, I was like, hey, we're just gonna move on and use the guys that we have. We got, Jeremy Sprinkle, Sean McKeon. We were just gonna draft the guy, and I was ready to move on, but I just kind of changed my mind in the middle of the stream. Shouts out to Pete in the chat box. He was like, hey, when teams that win big don't really put Band-Aids over tight end like that. Tight end is a very important situation when we're building offense and we're building championship teams or whatever. So I kind of like that take. So man, I'm not trying to spend 10 mil on Dalton Schultz because I feel like we can find somebody to do Dalton Schultz's job for less than that, but I don't blame him for trying to do something with the tight end position,
Okay, brother. I'm not gonna hold you up, man. I'm over here at the island in school, so I just have some downtime, so I wanted to just kind of call in, man. It's good talking to you and good hearing from you.
Appreciate you, proud of you. Salute.
Okay, brother.
Yeah.
Okay, take care, man.
Yes, sir. Boom, boom, boom. Ready Red say that slap stage is hell. Ready Red, I'm sure you slapped somebody before. You don't put your hip into a fake slap. You know what I mean? Will follow through. Hip, pop, and down. He followed through with it. And then he sat down and cussed for 2 minutes. And the Oscar live editors had to panic. You shitting me? Short Dog, where you at, man?
Hey, bro, I'm over here. They're gonna get rid of me and try to times to me down here in West Garza. I'm gonna be hitting them West Garza. I had a trip down to Texas, bro, but I'm calling you on a three-way call. But I got my, you know me, bro. I take a stand like a man, take everything like a man. I take it like a G, bro. It's all good. I got my money filled. I got a good attorney. Matter of fact, I got 2 of them, and I'm gonna beat this shit, bro. It ain't nothing. I'm glad to be able to live in the USA and get all this shit done. It's a beautiful country. I fuck with you heavy, bro. I appreciate everybody on the stand, cause I got love for you like that, dog. And I'm just telling you, if it comes down to it, I already put it. 2 guys and check it. You can ask these boys right here, bro. We putting boys on their back if they disrespecting anything. You know what I'm saying? We swallow our blood, bro. Hey, bro, Voch, love, dog, and I can like your shit, but I can't do nothing else, bro. I'm just gonna be liking it, but I'm gonna get you some more subs when I get out, though, bro.
I got you, bro. West Garza, appreciate you, man. Salute.
Yeah, I got everything on lock, so I appreciate you. I love you, bro.
Yes, sir, man. All right, we're gonna find a way to hold. We're gonna find a way to hold Short Dog, man. We're gonna find a way to hold down. We're gonna hold Short Dog down, man. We're gonna cause Short Dog. Look, y'all listen to Short Dog, and it sound like he bullshitting, but do not let the sound of his voice. I've done my research. I saw the Facebook page, and I just did some further reconnaissance. I've done some research and development. Short Dog not bullshitting, bro. Bro, y'all be thinking Short Dog be bullshitting because of the sound of his voice and how manic he get. Like, Short Dog is a little manic. Like, he does talk fast. Short Dog not bullshitting. That's why, like, when I hear Short Dog, he be like, yo, Voch, we gonna ride for you, dog. I be like, I believe you, sir. Short Dog, you ain't convincing me. Convince the chat. I believe you, sir. Short Dog dead ass, man. Short Dog dead ass, bro. I appreciate it, bro. And you know, hey, motherfucking West Garza, man. So we're gonna go figure out what we could do, man. But Short Dog is not perpetrating, sir. He is not perpetrating. You know what I mean? But that's just that, though. I got some supers, then we're going to get to the phones. We got 3 callers.
The conference has been locked.
We've been streaming for 1 hour 30. Jeremy Farrell, that was a fantastic super, sir. KD Beats. His information is in my description if y'all want to go, you know what I'm saying, check out some beats or whatever. Appreciate you. He dropped 5 and says, for Short Dog, we going to keep you up, my boy. Appreciate you. And Marcus Powell dropped 5 and says, and it's still free Short Dog up in this play. It's free Short Dog till Short Dog free. Free Short Dog till it's backwards, you know. Let's get Tim on the phone. What up, Tim? 402?
Hello. Hey, this is Kyle. You might have seen me in your chat box before. I didn't realize I was the one getting unmuted.
Okay, who is Tim Cornell? Okay, I got you. Let's put you down as Kyle then. Okay, Kyle.
That's my dad's name. I don't know how the heck that ended up in there. That's funny.
Hilarious. What's up, Kyle? You've been tuned in for a while, so we're gonna go ahead and get you right, man. What's good with you, man?
Not much. Shout out to Short Dog for, mentioning he's gonna beat the case while calling in from the jail phone.
Kyle trying to hold down Short Dog. What are we doing? Short Dog official. Shitting me? Go ahead, Kyle. My bad for screaming, man. My bad. Go ahead.
All right. No, you good. So I wanted to talk about the defense a little bit.
Sure.
All I've been hearing, all offseason to me is our defense is going to get worse. Holy crap, why we let Randy Gregory go? Everyone's screwed. I just think it's interesting because I feel like all offseason, all I heard last year is our players are too young and their defense isn't going to be ready for another year. And now we look at it position by position. I don't see where we really got worse outside of the end.
Sure. Plus, just because you lose a player doesn't mean that the whole thing is gonna crumble. You know what I mean? The idea that these players being in Dan Quinn's system for 2 years, that can be making the system better. Plus, a lot of these guys were hurt last year, so I don't think the defense is going to be in shambles because we lost Randy Gregory. I just think we got to do what we got to do to help patch that stuff up a little bit. But go ahead.
I mean, to be honest, I see a lot of places he got better. I mean,
talk to us.
Going into year 2 of Kelvin Joseph, that's going to probably help your cornerback room. I think Keanu Neal is not as good as Jabril Cox. At least, hopefully, that's going to make you better at linebacker.
Sure.
I think year 2 Malik Hooker is probably better than DeMonte KZ.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think the only place I feel you might have got worse is D-line, but that's just me.
Fair enough. And then we still got draft, and we got the rest of free agency to go. So I'm relatively optimistic as you, but I would like to see draft and the second wave of our cheap free agency before I really, put big thoughts into it. It's the popular thing to do to, get in cowboy land and be upset. But I'm I kind of want to see the moves before I get upset.
I mean, yeah, we definitely saw some moves to make. We got over $20 million cap space. Got a whole draft to go. I'm more worried about honestly replacing some players on our offense though than I am losing a couple guys on defense. Just personally.
Yeah, fair enough, my guy. Fair enough. Kyle, appreciate you, sir. Thanks for calling. Free short dog.
Free short dog.
There you go. I say, who is it? He said, that's my dad number. I say, oh. I say, oh. All right. And we got one more caller. And then we're going to talk to the chat box, and then we'll wrap this thing up. 314. What's up? Who this?
What's up? My name's Jalen.
What up, Jalen? What you got for the show?
Man, I can't go out like Mike P. I feel like if Will had to let it go, he went out.
Hold on, time out, dog. Wait a minute, bro. Let me just one time for you, bro. Let me just one time. There you go. Go ahead. We listen to you. Go ahead.
Can't even bring it to awards no more. Like what?
As another angle. I ain't thought about, Jalen. You smoking it. You spitting.
If we real about this ain't the first time they done brought his wife up. Last year he went to the awards. They brought her up about the whole August thing. And he ain't do nothing. But now, Chris Rock get up there. Now he talking about G.I. Jane. You can't let it keep flying. You gotta check it. You gotta check it at some point. My thing is too, everybody wanna say, he wouldn't have hit him if it was, Tyson up there. Man, Chris wouldn't have told the joke if it was Beyonce sitting there.
Now, wait a minute, sir. We're not going to move on from that. That might be a little fair. Sir. Don't wait. Just hold on, man. Let me rock for a second. That might be a little fair. It doesn't say something about Chris's respect for Will. Because if it was Mike Tyson's wife, would he would have said it? We gonna say that because I don't think Jay-Z would. But Jay-Z powerful though. Jay-Z, yeah. Damn, that's fair. Go ahead, man. You spitting, sir. Can I war call you one more time, please?
One more time.
We ain't doing nothing else. God damn. Keep going, sir. We listening.
I'm just saying, there's some jokes you just don't let fly like that. One, Chris Rock made a whole documentary about how black women feel about their hair. And so then you know how it goes. Man. Will might have laughed for a second, but if you even watch the video, Jada looked like, damn, we gonna do this again. He look over, he feel he feels some kind of way. You gotta handle yourself. Was it an assault? I'm not even arguing that. Yeah, he hit that man. But, hey, some things is bigger than that. Some things is just by respect and how things should be handled from now on. Some things just got to be checked. But I'm also a Ravens fan. I be watching you all the time because I love the draft breakdowns. I love the scouting part of this. I'm sitting here trying to think about the Ravens, and I just want to see if we get a little draft talk. Is that cool with you?
For sure, man. Whatever you need. Go ahead.
Man. So I'm looking at 14, and my prayer is Stingley. I keep hearing Stingley dropping, and I keep praying quarterbacks go high. I'm posting every day about, hey, Malik Willis look like a top 3 quarterback, lying my ass off. Kenny Pickett look like next coming to Joe Burrow, lying my ass off, just praying. Somebody hear me so somebody can pick one of these dudes so we can get some good dudes falling. I remember early in the year they was telling me Akeem Aquanu was going in the 20s. I just was like, man, if he gets to 14, I'm gonna beat somebody up in the Ravens front office. I'm gonna run the court in myself. They don't know who this black nigga is running down with a card to say Akeem Aquanu, but we gonna draft that man.
Man.
We got to.
So this is community. So look, this is my thing, right?
Right.
I went back and so I'm watching cornerback film, right? I watched a bunch of corners the other day. And I'm impressed with with a lot of the corners I've been watching, But I watched Sauce, Stingley, and both the Washington kids a long time ago, right? So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna revisit, both the Washington kids, Sauce and Stingley, right? Just to keep my mind fresh, right? And man, I'm watching the Washington kids. I'm like, man, they fire, boy, both of them. You know what I'm saying?
I love them.
Man, McDuffie and Kyler, both of them fire. And then I was like, man, let me go watch Sauce, right? And I was like, damn, boy, Sauce so goddamn fantastic. Boy, Sauce Gardner so crazy, man. This motherfucker so dope. This motherfucker so crazy. But, bro, let me tell you something, man. I went back and watched Derek Stingley, bro.
Talk about it.
I went back and watched Derek Stingley, bro. And I was just laughing with the homie. We was watching film together. I was like, man, look, if I'm a GM, you can't overthink this. You got to bring in Stingley and be like, hey, bro, what happened between freshman year and today? What happened, sir? What changed? Hold on, bro. Is it the jersey number? Don't forget your question. I'm gonna get right to you. Is it the jersey number that had you playing different? What the business is? Was it about the team losing as a whole? What's the problem? What got you from here to here? And if I was to draft you, how do I get you back to number 24? That's what you got to do with Derek Stingley. I don't care what you think about Sauce Gardner, McDuffie, or Gordon, or Booth, or whoever. Nobody got film better than freshman year Derek Stingley. Not a soul got better film than him. And look, if you watch Sauce, man, Gardner makes a play versus some Houston kid we ain't heard of, or Sauce got to play against one of the Memphis boys that's going in the 4th round, bro. And if you watch enough Stingley, that motherfucker lighting up Ruggs and Judy and Devontae Smith, and he's smoking Kyle Pitts and Now Van Jefferson put hands on him or whatever, but that's just one time. He eventually picked off the Gators at the end of that game, and you just see him picking on the Auburn kids, and you see him just smoking the damn Georgia. He just smoking the Georgia kids, and then I get on YouTube, and it's practice footage. It's practice footage of him smoking Jamar Chase at practice, of him smoking Justin Jefferson at practice. Meanwhile, Kyler Gordon whooping up on the Pac-12 kid. Listen, dog, them motherfuckers can overthink this shit if they want to. If Derek Stingley falls, that's some nonsense. It's nonsense if that dude falls. Alex in the chat box says Brian Broder said that Derek Stingley supposedly isn't an alpha according to LSU. He ain't gotta be an alpha. Just do that shit you did your freshman year. Let somebody. Hold on, Jalen. Go let somebody else be the alpha.
That's when I smack the shit out you.
Let Will Smith be the alpha. Whatever we need to do to make you comfortable. Whatever we got to do to get you back to jersey number 24. Whatever we got to do to get you back to your freshman campaign. If you want to play, if you want to be beta male second fiddle, do your thing, sir. But give me that production. Whatever you need. I apologize, Jalen. Go ahead and finish your statement.
Nah, you fine. So I'm watching, and I can't even lie. I was watching the game, and they kept telling me about how Sauce was locking up Ty Frobel. And I'm like, this is your number one cornerback, and I love Sauce. Don't get me wrong. I like Sauce from his freshman year. But when you telling me he locking up Ty Frobel and then compare that to what Stingley does, we talking about two different leagues right now. We talking about two different leagues of players at the point where this is the competition they face every year. Now, I wonder, does Stingley, I don't think Stingley could deal with the whole losing. I thought he still could play coverage when I watched his reps. I just thought, the defense as a whole didn't look the same. And that I can't blame him for the organization falling apart. You lose your coach, you losing everything. You get hurt.
Well, them motherfuckers better start winning soon. If that's all it take, y'all better win some games soon so y'all get goddamn Stingley on point. Go ahead, quickly, before I wrap up the show.
I'm ready to see it now. Marlon Humphrey in the slot, keep Peters on one side, and, put Stingley out there and let him rock. Just let him rock. He going to do his thing. So he is my corner one. Like, that's just, I know everybody loves Sauce now, but I love Sauce. Sauce is a great name. It's a great everything, but no touchdowns given up. But you can't, that nuclear missile you always talk about, man, it's there. And he got his finger on the button. Whenever, man, the fear is he going to press that button, and guess what? Y'all done passed on a top 5 player in this draft because you were afraid of a little of a downtick in production and injury. I'm gonna take Stingley. My other thing is this.
Quickly.
I know your position on wide receiver.
Yeah.
Garrett Wilson.
Sure.
But how do you feel about George Pickens? Because I love that dude. I think that dude has everything you really need. I saw him work Stingley on a few plays.
Sure.
He was one of the few that actually could kind of move with Sting when I watched the tape on them games. I just want to see how you feel about Pickens. Also, I love the show, man. I'm trying to get platinum. I've been watching forever, but you said, hey, you better call in now. So I'm like, let me call in, make sure I ain't left out of this.
Hey, man, you in there. Don't worry about it. Congratulations, man. Jalen, good call, man. Salute to you, my guy.
Salute to you, my man.
Hey, man, let me tell you something. That's how you get platinum right there. That's how you get platinum right there. Listen, we're going to cut on some chat box music, man. For those of you that weren't able to call in, you're being lazy because fucking Short Dog can call in. Y'all can call in, so I ain't finna give y'all a pass like that. I ain't even finna give y'all that much of a pass like that for real. But hey, if you weren't able to call in, you may be in class, you may be working, whatever the reason you couldn't. The chat box is open to your questions, and I'll be taking questions from the chat box. So whatever y'all got to say, hit it in the chat box right now. This could be football, this could be AMA, this is whatever you like. Ask me whatever you want about any given topic, and I'll answer it. I'll answer your questions. We'll go 10 minutes. We'll make this a 2-hour show. All right. Y'all know y'all special to get 2-hour shows out of me. Like, I be trying to shoot for the 1 hour mark, but y'all special to get a 2-hour show. But we just had fun today, you know what I mean? That just means that we had an amazing show. We had fun. But 10 more minutes. We're gonna get this chat box in, and we'll be cooling for the rest of the day. You feel me? Hey, man, be on the lookout for some great things coming up, man. I'm really excited about what's in the pipeline, about what's on the way. Had a couple meetings today. You know what I mean? It's beautiful things on the way, bro. Couldn't have done it without y'all. So work hard for y'all. Appreciate you, man. Work hard for y'all. But chat box, what are your questions? About whatever you like. It could be draft, it could be NFL, it could be Cowboys, it could be whatever you like. You can have whatever you like, yeah. You can have whatever you like, yeah. Switch back that to chill. What we doing? Shouts for subbing, shouts for subbing, shout. Hey, thanks for nothing. What? Calls worked great today. We had a fantastic show. All right. Apparently Stingley been missed for 2 years. That's enough to make him drop. Well, let's go find that motherfucker. Let's go find him. Ow. Let's go find him. Chip. What? My bad, Stingley didn't run. So who the fuck came out here talking about some Stingley ran a 4.52? Can't wait for the announcement. Salute, man. It'll be coming soon. Man, the rollout, it shouldn't be no later than the 5th of next month. So the 5th or the 6th. So we'll see what happens. I'll let y'all know. I'm sick of this. I love when the beat hit this part. Actually, let me like pause this and just like while I wait on y'all's like questions to come in. Y'all know what my favorite song of all time has become, bro. And y'all know I love music, man. Like I get into a lot of music, bro. Like you know what I mean? Like Prince, one of my favorite artists. Like I'm a Tupac hip hop guy. But y'all know like my favorite song of all time, bro. Shooting Star by Bag Raiders. Like just if y'all ever like do like a Voch trivia thing, like yo, what's Voch's favorite song? Shooting Star by Shooting Star by Bag Raiders. It's a crazy fucking song, bro. Amazing song, bro. Amazing song, bro. Anyway, what I was saying. If Dallas wanted to trade up to get but to answer your question, if Dallas wanted to trade up to get Jordan Davis, ideally, how do they do it? From 24 to Jordan Davis, probably would have to give up 2 and 3. We'll have to give up 2 and 3. I hate that shit. And it might, honestly, it might take more because moving up into the first round from the second round takes 2 and 3. So moving from 24 to assuming like what 5 spots? It's 7. It's 19. So you first you had to figure out where you think Jordan Davis would go. I think like 12, 13, 14 is like possible. So I don't know, bro. I don't know if I can do the trade up thing. I just think somebody good is gonna fall to Dallas. So you know. Chiefs, James Bradbury or Stephon Gilmore. Who you got? I think Bradbury is younger, so I'll go with Bradbury, I believe. When's the next Scoutcast? Whenever Jeff is ready. I don't ever want to put pressure on Jeff. Whenever Jeff is ready. Jeff is doing a good thing over there with his work. Y'all go over there and support brother Jeff. He's transitioning into full-time YouTube life, so there you go. Chill. When I saw Sky doing a mock on A to Z, it seems like every mock in the first 3 to 4 rounds was need-based. Did Dallas put themselves in a bad spot? Nah. I think we're always going to go BPA relative to what we need, unless it's egregious, you know? So, Bobby Wagner, but he costs top dollar plus Kenyon Green or Nakobe Dean. Well, if we get Bobby Wagner, you wouldn't need Nakobe Dean. You know, the only reason we really need linebacker is depending on what you think about Jabril Cox. If you really like Jabril Cox, then you get a complimentary guy, and that's like 4th round or so to go along with them, to, you know, with Jabril and Micah. You know, if you don't like Jabril, then of course you would feel the need to want to press for a linebacker to go along with Micah, but I'm not really pressing. I think highly of Jabril, you know? So if I was to get a linebacker, it'll be like a guy that's a downhill guy, like a Channing Tindall, that'll go along with Jabril and Micah, you know? But that's just that. I kind of want to agree. Some people just disappear for sure. If a top offensive lineman is there, the Cowboys will take him first. Hey man, y'all know y'all already know how I feel, man. Y'all know, you know, where I'm at with offensive linemen. Boston Celtics are number 1 in the East. I'm happy about that. Who cares, man? What is basketball, Tamara? Come on. Chill. The most gangster thing to me is Will sitting back down, waiting to get his award. And I wish security would try to come and escort me out. I don't think they have, like, you know, you have security for the Source Awards, BET Awards, but you wouldn't think that you would need security for the fucking Oscars, but we learn. It's weird on the phone because I can't see what you're doing. Good. I might be making funny faces at you. Perfect. Talk me off the ledge that Stingley won't be Morris Claiborne. Watch the film. Stingley's film is better than Claiborne's film. I'm a mailman, truck loud and hopping in and out. Appreciate you, Weebo, for tuning in. Super Gremlin, we know what you on, bro. Relax. Alex asked a question. Well, let's go find Alex's question. Since when is Stingley 4.52? I ain't said that. The Texans at 13 can take them. Ravens, but I don't think they need them. Well, just ask your question again, sir. Alex, just ask your question again. Oh, you asked, did we? Okay, I got you. Did Dallas put themselves in a bad spot where they have to go need over BP? No. I answered that question. It's all good. Answer your question. Shit. Certified banger right there. Of course, we're not trading up. I don't think so. How high you think Davis goes? Ain't no telling, bro. I think this draft gonna get so weird, man. This draft gonna be so weird, man. But I do think like high to mid teens. I think he'll be gone. He'll be gone. They have to give Bobby to make up for losing Randy. No, they don't. Do you trust Kyle Hamilton to draft in top 10? No, safeties don't really go to top 10. Film session on that slap. I thought about it.
That's when I smack the shit out you.
But they would just copyright me because they don't want to have fun. But Chargers won Davis. That's why I brought up moving up. Well, I mean, then you just have to live with the Chargers getting Jordan Davis, honestly. Might be gone by then. I don't know. Bobby Wagner's the perfect bridge. Do you want someone else to be the Mike to free up Micah? I always want Micah Parsons to run around free. You know what I mean? To whether it be him being linebacker, whether him being edge guy. I don't ever want Micah to be in one static, you know what I mean, position or whatever. So, never. Thoughts on Sam Williams? I think Cowboy fans are kind of overdoing it because Cowboy news has come out about him, but he's like a third, fourth round guy to me. He's fine. He's a cool player. Kyle Hamilton was the Russo of this draft as far as guys being mocked high as fuck in October. No, DeMarvin Leal is the Russo because last year he was like he was all like he was like a top he was like going into the year as a top 5 guy, but 105.3 The Fan has Dak Prescott outside of the top 10. Keep my quarterback's name out your fucking mouth.
That's when I smack the shit out you.
Yeah. Dak outside the top 10 is crazy. That mess was so rigged. Shit, all right. Think so. I want to see you rig a slapping. Good luck, sir. I'm not trade up guy neither. Nah, keep your picks. And especially this year, you want to keep your day 2 pick. Like your day 2 picks are the best picks to keep. Jeremy dropped another dime and says, would you have wanted Fletcher Cox and would you be required to say, hey, here comes Dallas with here come Dallas's D with 2 Coxes. That's fucked up. Hilarious, Jeremy. You have 2 fantastic jokes for the day. Hilarious. Is Ronald Jones a slower, more powerful Kareem Hunt? You tell me. It was poor execution on the slap. He followed through pretty well though. Like he brought his hip with him. You ain't gotta come all the way back with a slap. As long as you bring your hip with your slap. Shit. It's just like punching. You punch with your hip, you slap with your hip. As long as you bring your hip and follow through, you got enough on it. Google and YouTube should make a Will Smith slap button. I bet they do. Jermaine Johnson's the Russo. Nah, Jermaine Johnson working opposite than Russo. Jermaine Johnson is the Solomon Thomas this year. I don't know if Jermaine's gonna be good or not. I'm just saying like how Solomon Thomas, rose. But he gave us something to talk about on what would have been a boring Monday, probably. Tell him Voch it's because Gavin don't. Oh well, Gavin definitely. Gavin definitely. Damn, that slap maybe Miss Celebrity Deathmatch. Hilarious. You thought this was fake? Look at Chris Rock's face. Look at Chris Rock's face, man. Thought that was fake? You shitting me? We wanted to draft Richie Grant last year. Good thing we didn't. Well, it's been 1 year. Relax. Who's my favorite prospect overall? Like, who I think the best player in the draft is? Or who's my favorite player? Like, Kenyon Green's my favorite player, but who's the best player in the draft? I don't know. All right, who got the best tape or something? Like Kobe Dean or Stingley or Jordan Davis, one of those guys. Who knows? I still can't find that IHOP song. Do I have it still?
Fuck it. I ain't trying to eat no IHOP.
It's Cash Kai. Shit. C-A-S. Is it Cash Kai with a K? Let me give Cash Kai a quick plug. The IHOP song. Let me give Cash Kai a plug. C-A-S-H-K-Y. Cash Kai. The song is called Bill Cosby. It's off the Cash Kai album. There you go. That's the IHOP song. This is the IHOP song.
Fuck it. I ain't trying to eat no IHOP.
There you go. You don't disrespect a man's wife like that, especially when she has a disease. It's a disorder. Free short dog till his back was straight up. I'm behind, but that is legendary. Someone called from the pen. I know, right? Short dog. Hey man, y'all ain't got no more excuses, man. No more excuses. N'Kobe Dean makes me nervous, not gonna lie. That motherfucker made me nervous too, because I wouldn't know how to react if we won a Super Bowl tomorrow. Like, just with that motherfucker, I just wouldn't know. I'd be nervous too. Russo had more sacks than D-Law. D-Law played 6 games. All right, y'all. That motherfucker better have more sacks than D-Law. You feel me? Hey, man. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning. I don't even know if that's for real or not, but whatever. Thanks for tuning in. This has been a fantastic show. It was fantastic calls today. You know, we had some fantastic people that made platinum. Fantastic chat box, man. Good commentary all around. Love y'all to pieces. Let's see if we can find somebody to raid. We ain't doing nothing else. Because we want to show love to our community. You feel me? Let's hit YouTube, see if we can raid somebody. Who's live? Brother Jeff Kavanaugh's live, right? Well, he was. Brother Jeff was live, but he's not live anymore. How long was Jeff live? He was live for 30 minutes too, but we could have gave a shout out to Brother Jeff. Oh well. Why are people always logging out when we finish? Every time. Every time. Go get some food, man. This is my food. We juicing, boy. We juicing, dog. Let me see. Nobody else live right now. Anybody else live? 21 seconds ago is crazy. Sick of this. Yo, sick of this. Chill. Yeah, that's all I got for y'all.